All right, here we are again talking about this whole issue about Kingdom Come and whatnot. But this is not just gonna be about Kingdom Come. Of course, I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna reply more likely to some of the comments that were under my previous video that clearly misunderstood what I was trying to say. Because nowadays people have a clear problem with understanding your words. So they're, I don't know what's their problem, but that's the sad state of things. So let's get into the comments, and I will explain what I mean better, but I don't think there's really the need for me to explain what I meant better, but I'll still do it because, it's one extra video while I work on my other video on the game I've just finished playing. So let's get into it. And just to be clear, I'm gonna only reply to one type of comment. So if there are multiple types of comment that saying the same thing, I'm gonna reply just to one, because otherwise the video will be too fucking long. But yeah, this comment, I understand what he means in the sense that yeah, it's a role-playing game, so you control the buttons you press, but this is just not like a regular role-playing game. You play as a predeterminate character. Henry is established as a certain type of person. Like one of the first things they tell you is that he likes girls, multiple girls. So there's literally no reason for him to even have the option to do that kind of stuff in the sequel. To fuck another man, to get romantically involved with another man. That's it. The fact that it's optional doesn't mean anything. It's a waste. It's a waste of development time to spend time to work on that kind of stuff. And I'll explain better also why I think it's a waste of time in this video. But yeah, let's get to the next comment. I'm not sure this guy, he's probably being sarcastic because, yeah, I assume so. But they haven't gone woke in the sequel, clearly. Like, I don't know how you can even deny it. That's just how it is. The sequel pretty much contradicts everything that was in the first game, from what I've seen. So it's just obvious from the sassy black character to the gay romances and other stuff that I'm not gonna mention that I have seen relating to religion and so on. But yeah, it's clearly woke. But the fact that you don't care, it's not an excuse. I'm just stating how things are. If that's a problem for you, well, it's a you problem. No, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm as straight as it gets. And I don't think this has any bearing on why I made that video. It just doesn't. But all these people can do is project and project. If you talk about something, it's because you secretly are that thing. No, that's not how it works. Sorry to disappoint you, but that's not how it works. Well, my based opinions are clearly not the focus of my channel, so I'm not sure why you will ask this. Also because, again, let me repeat it again, you have clearly misunderstood what I said and my reasoning for that. But if you really want to hear my based opinions, I can make a video on another service, another site, because if I do, I'm probably gonna get banned. So yeah, so I'm not gonna do it, clearly. But you can guess. I'm probably sure you can guess. And here's the evergreen. Oh, you say these things because you don't talk to women. Uh, what does that have to do with anything? I don't understand the obsession these people have with someone saying something that goes against woke ideology, and that means then they don't talk to women. Uh, like I don't really get the connection. This is Reddit or Cope. I can assure you, I talk to more women when I go out during the day than you probably have in most of your life. Because literally, this has no bearing on anything. Like my relationship with women has nothing to do with me being against the moral intellectual dishonesty of the game's director. So again, not sure what does that have to do with anything, because they always try to like to make you with these comments. They try to attack your character, your person, to make you look bad. That's the game that's being played. But honestly, I don't give a shit. Because at this point in my life, I'm being called all kinds of stuff, so literally doesn't bother me. And once again with the personal attacks, again, I don't care what you think about me. I don't care, honestly, because you're all like strangers. The last thing you should do, and this is a life advice for the younger folks, probably, if someone is watching, you should never ever care about what a complete stranger online thinks of you. Even if they tell you the worst possible thing, the worst possible insult you can imagine, you shouldn't give a shit, because they don't know you, they don't care about you. So why would I care? Is he my mom? Is he my dad? No. So I don't care. Don't care about your appeal to emotion or to morality, because I didn't say anything wrong. Literally, you will know if you actually understood what I actually said in my previous video. This one is not really a comment I have to reply to, but it's something that I definitely agree with in general. Like, I'm not sure what it means, but they should not even be present in the tribe, but yeah, I definitely agree with the sentiment. I was one of those people that really didn't care much about years ago, about games having a slightly more representation. I said whatever, it's okay, I don't mind. But fast forward years later, I have to say I'm clearly at the opposite side of the spectrum now, in that sense, because I have LGBTQ whatever fatigue, I have POC fatigue, I have woke fatigue. I can't stand anymore anything. As soon as I see a black character nowadays, I roll my eyes, because I know 9 times out of 10 I know what that is gonna entail. Same with a character that's gay, a character that's whatever, lesbian, whatever. I know what like if a game has those kinds of things, I know how it's gonna play out. So I'm already at that point that I have fatigue about anything related to this kind of stuff, because most of the time it means the game is gonna suck, and it's gonna try to push an ideology I don't like down my throat, which is a no for me. Because they just had to go overboard. They just had to make you hate this whole thing. It wasn't about like adding something here and there. No, they just had to go full retard in this sense. So I don't support any of this stuff anymore. I actually don't want them in my games for the most part. That's just how it is. If it offends you, again, it's a you problem. Again, another person that clearly has not understood what I was trying to say. Once again, the game clearly makes it as clear as day that Henry likes girls since the beginning. Since the beginning, it actually implies that he has already had sex with Bianca, from what I understand. Or at least they did something together, even if not like a full intercourse, they did something. So he is canonically heterosexual, at least. And there's no hint at him being gay in the first game at all. So, again, he's canonically heterosexual. Period. Again, next comment. Saying, yeah, I mean, honestly, its current year posts are are kind of outdated, I guess. Because, I mean, what do you want me to call it? I was talking about that topic in the video, so I said the gay issue. That's it. That's what I meant. So if you're trying to paint like I said something else, I don't know. I don't know how else I would have called it if I was talking about that. What should I have called it? I don't know. You tell me. Let me in on some inclusive language, please. Teach me. This one is funny because it implies that I am selfish. People like me are selfish. I beg to differ because to me it seems like it's people like you who are. You can't handle a game not pandering to your ideology. Like I said in my previous video, everything has to have gay stuff in it. Because otherwise you people get offended. Why can't this game just not have gay sex in it? Why? What's the fucking problem? One game out of how many that has same-sex relationships? No, you can't have it because everything has to be gay now. That was my whole point. That was my whole point. You play a character that is canonically heterosexual in this game. Why do you want him to have a gay relationship when he clearly did not have any hint in the first game of him wanting that? Why is that it's so important to you? I just want the fucking director to stick to its own principles, to its own fucking story. He decided that Henry was to be like heterosexual, that he liked girls. He should stick to that to the sequel, into the sequel, because that's his character, that's his story, that's how it works. Because otherwise anything goes, anything fucking goes. Okay, this is one of the biggest scope I've ever seen. Like the usual projection with if you have something against this, you're secretly gay. Which I already said I am not, clearly. And you looked for it. No, I actually didn't look for it because... like the first thing that EGN put out about this game is the gay sex guide. It was clearly not me, it was EGN that made a guide on how to romance ants as the first guide they made for this game. And you're telling me that I went looking for it? everybody was talking about it because it clearly goes against what the first game stood for. So that's one thing for that. But I think this guy is being ironic. I don't know. Honestly, I can tell sometimes with these people. They clearly have some issues because I don't know. They project a lot. And like the fact I don't know, maybe people some people don't care. But like I said, to me it's most likely a matter of the director switching flip-flopping on his stance and changing the story. It shows a lack of integrity. And the fact that it's optional, it doesn't matter. You know why it doesn't matter? Because the game is lacking features that were present in the first game. Because of this. Because they couldn't even implement all the features that were in the previous game. Like, entering buildings, cathedrals. But they had the time to implement gay sex in the sequel. Like the priorities are all over the place. Now I know why they probably implemented this, like the gay sex, and then all the other woke stuff the game has. It's because of the publisher, because of the funding. They probably wouldn't have gotten any funding if they hadn't done this. But it doesn't change my point. They implemented something that clearly was not thought to be in the game. And they put it in, even giving it precedence over stuff that was in the previous game, which is, I don't think is something that ever happens normally. At least, let's say normally. It doesn't happen normally. This kind of stuff doesn't happen normally. It's all artificial. The publisher wanted them to implement the gay sex. And they had to put it in. Even over something that was more important, in my opinion. Like, what would you rather have in the game? Gay sex or entering cathedrals? And it's even worse because it's optional. So they wasted time doing something that was optional instead of doing something that will have improved the experience of the game. Is this the type of freedom you care about? Gay sex in games? Or actually being able to enter buildings in an RPG? Not sure now with this dude. I think made multiple comments about Baldur's Gate 3, or maybe it was someone else. I don't know. But I don't care about Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't played it. I don't plan on playing it. If I was a professional reviewer, I would have played it probably, even if it's not exactly my cup of tea. The thing is, with woke games, you have to ascertain for yourself whether you think the gameplay is good enough to disregard, at least in part, the woke stuff or not. So, do I enjoy the game enough to ignore the sour taste that the woke stuff leaves in my mouth? Or not? That's what it comes down to. Baldur's Gate 3, from what I've seen, is very woke. So, no, I'm not gonna play it. Even if I don't think I'm even gonna enjoy it, because I don't think it's a type of genre of game that I will enjoy. Like I said, I will only play it if it was I will play it if I was a reviewer, a proper reviewer, like YouTube reviewer that got paid, let's say. That there was, if I was monetized and on, which I'm not, and I have limited time to talk about games, so this is not my job. So I can only talk about things I have time for and I care about. Same thing, I didn't make a video about Dragon's Age Veilguard because I have never played Dragon Age. I don't plan on getting into the series, at least for now. So I didn't feel compelled about talking in regards to that topic. And the same thing with Baldur's Gate 3, even though it's a very old game at this point, it's 2 years old. So, I mean, very old, whatever. I'm not gonna talk about 2 years old game in regards to the woke stuff. There's no point. Now, to me, it seems that you did not understand what I said. No valid points. No valid points. I explained my reasoning for why the gay stuff should not have been in the game. What more valid points do you want? Again, if you don't understand what I was trying to say, it's a you problem, not me. I talk about the gay stuff. I talk about and why I think it should not have been in the game. I talk about the whole resetting your character to the point he was in the first game, which they did in the sequel. And I think why it's not a good thing in my opinion. And also I talk about, is it worth playing a game like this? Trying to get into the series if you think the sequel is not worth the money. I touched these 3 points in my previous video. You don't think any of that has any value? Well, I don't know. That's your opinion, dude. I made my points. If you don't agree with them, whatever. But you can say I didn't make any point. Stop being a fucking retard. I'm a fucking Redditor. Yeah, this guy is another, I don't know, is another coper. No, I'm not molding about gays. I don't give a shit. I explained the character was never supposed to be into guys. He was into girls. So the sequel should have stayed the same. This is not a fucking game where you create your own character. In that sense, I do think, yeah, they should give you the option to date both men and women in a game where you make your own character from scratch. But not in this case. This case, Henry is established as a guy who likes girls. It should have stayed the same. Especially because they put in the game gay sex and not the same amount of cathedrals to enter. So, like, is this the kind of freedom you want in games, to take it up the ass? Again, I'm gonna ask the same question. Do you prefer taking it up the ass in games, or actually be able to enter in buildings? Because that was the point I was trying to make. Is this the kind of freedom you value in games? To be a degenerate? So I guess then Baldur's Gate 3 is the game for you. Also, this whole cope about, oh, gays have always existed. Yeah, I know they always existed. That doesn't mean that any person has to be bisexual or gay. Gays are a minority. Bisexual men are a minority. Not every fucking man needs to be gay or bisexual. That was also one of my other points. Because this giant cope they have that, gays have always existed. They were like half of the population. No. Clearly, they weren't half of the population. These people have lived so much in their bubble that they think half of men are gay, but no, they're not. Sorry, but that's not how it works. Most guys don't wake up one day and decide they're gay, or they want to try going with guys. I can assure you that. That's not what most guys do. That's not how it works. Because it's very hard for a straight man to feel attraction to the same sex. I'll just leave it at that. The numbers say I'm right. Then there was another comment, other comments that were saying like there was a low effort video. I couldn't find them, but like I said multiple times, I do different types of videos in my channel. Sometimes, if I want to chill and not think too much, I'll just make a video where I just talk about my opinion on a certain topic without too much fuss or editing. That was one of my videos. That was one of those types of videos. The one on Kingdom Come 2 I made, which this is a follow-up to. And literally everybody does it. Everybody. The most famous YouTubers do low effort stuff. Literally, they talk in front of a camera for 10 minutes and they rank in millions of views. If those people can do it, why the fuck can't I do it? My opinion is actually more nuanced than their opinion. Their opinion actually agrees with the mainstream. My opinion doesn't agree with the mainstream because I actually state what I fucking think about a certain topic. I'm not afraid to tell it how it is, at least my views on the subject. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That's my whole shtick for the channel. I don't sugarcoat things. Ever. If it upsets you, well, that's a you fucking problem. Go watch your like safe mainstream YouTuber with his safe options, safe opinions. Don't come here. I put the majority of my videos. I put more effort in them than people like I don't know. To make a name critical, for example, he just sits in front of a camera regurgitating his stupid safe opinions. Pretty much nowadays, at least nowadays. That's what he makes in terms of videos. I put more effort in my videos, in my reviews and in my usual videos than he does in his. So why is my opinion less valuable than his? Because you agree with him? Well, again, he's flip-flopping. People like him flip-flop every fucking day because they're afraid of upsetting their fan base or the mainstream or whatever. I'm not. I literally, you can expect the most honest takes from me because I have nothing to lose. I have no livelihood to lose from YouTube because I'm not monetized. That's why my at least for now. But even if I was monetized, I wouldn't care, honestly. People come here for honest opinions, unfiltered opinions. If it bothers you, it's not my problem. I don't think I said anything wrong. I didn't say there shouldn't have been any gays in the... Actually, there were gay characters, I think, in the previous game. Yeah, I know. And that's not the problem. The problem is Henry being given like an homosexual option when he's clearly not. You're playing as Henry. He's an established character. He's heterosexual. So you should play as him. You're not playing as a make your own character. Because that would be a different thing. And I said, yeah, they should give you the option to date both girls and guys in those kinds of games. But this is not that kind of game. I'm tired. I'm having difficulty speaking today, but yeah, that's my whole point. If you actually bother to understand what I said, this is not a game where you create your own character, and in that case, it's fine if he can date both men and women. Same thing with having other gay characters, because yeah, you can have one or two in the village. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna expect to not have any gay character ever. But not the protagonist if he was established as a straight heterosexual male. Especially in a time where homosexuality was considered a sin, I think, in this time period. And also about this whole... people got so enraged by what I said. Some people in my video, there were also other worse insults that I didn't show because honestly I don't give a shit again. I'm just making this video, this follow-up, because I want to make it clear what I meant, even though it was already clear. But the priorities of the dev team clearly were not in the right place when they made this game. And also they tried to keep all this stuff hidden because they didn't want this to leak, clearly. Now, I don't care if people care, people don't care. I'm giving you my opinion. I made a video about it because I wanted to get into the series. Actually, I've started playing the first game now, today. That's the only reason I made that video. I make videos on things I care about, or at least things that I think could be interesting in a certain moment. If I want to make a video about something I think it's interesting and it also brings me some view when it comes to the algorithm, I'm going to make it. But like I said before, I'm not going to make a video just to write the algorithm talking about stuff I don't care about. Because otherwise I would have made a video on Dragon Age Velgard. But I didn't, because I haven't never played the game, never played the series, and I didn't plan on getting into the series for now. And also, stop telling me what to fucking cover in my fucking channel. I cover what I want. You don't have to tell me what I have to cover. This is my channel. You wanna like make videos? You wanna decide what to talk about? Make your own channel. Don't come here and tell me, no, you can't talk about this. I talk about whatever the fuck I want. If you don't like it, don't watch me. It's very simple. It's very fucking simple. So I think I made my point super extra clear. I don't like flip-flopping when the devs flip-flop or when they grift, like Vavra did, because it just comes off as dishonest. Period. If you make certain decisions, stick to them, or I will think less of you, because I think you have no integrity, because you're gonna flip-flop just because you're gonna get some extra money. Well, I would have had more respect for him if he actually was dirt poor and decided to take the extra money, the extra funding, because he needed it. But this guy is already well off, so some extra money is not gonna change his life. So he sold off for some extra money when he was already well off. So he deserves no respect from me. So whatever. Think whatever you will. I've said my piece. Catch you in the next video, and whatever. See you soon.